So Kruise, how delighted were you to get the selection for the All-Stars?
Yeah, massively honoured and delighted. It's a privilege for me playing in this game. I hope it stays in the calendar for the Super League every year. I think just to be in camp and the different backgrounds and heritages are fantastic, and to be around legends like Ellery, Hanley. You know, when I got that phone call off him, it's not a person that you say no to playing. The week's been fantastic. Like I say, the different cultures, and we've had like Tongan prayers and Conrad Conrad came in to give us his shirts. Kyle Luluai give us a speech about how much it meant to him when he played in this game, and the whole week's been so powerful and emotional. It's been fantastic.
So you mentioned Ellery there. How nice has it been to play under a coach like that, just in training before even getting to the game?
Yeah, I've been in awe of the guy straight away since he called me, and then being in camp, I've just been in awe of him. I've been asking him questions. He's probably the equivalent to our Floyd Mayweather in sport. You know, imagine being a young boxer and going into a camp and experiencing, you know, time with Floyd Mayweather. It's the exact same. He's that bigger star. And for me, I've just been picking his brains on how he trained, what he did while in pre-season and stuff like that. It's been mind-blowing. The guys, honestly, like you know of how much influence he's had on the game and how much of a star he is, but then to go and spend some time with him, it starts to dawn on you, and you start to realise why he's become so successful in the game. And like I say, the aura of him and the way he carries himself, he's such a charismatic bloke, and yeah, legend of a sport. I've really enjoyed my time with him.
You mentioned like all the different cultures. Yourself will be representing Swaziland. That's your mother's side of the heritage. How delighted is it to do that?
Yeah, I'm totally half and half. I'm a half British. My dad's side's fully British. That's who lives over here with us, and half Swazi as well. And that's my mum's side. And to get a chance to represent her side for once, you know, there's not much she gets to smile about and shout about while I'm over here playing in the Super League. I've got Leeming on my back. You know, obviously it's my dad's name. But to represent Swaziland and go out there in a massive fixture on Sky Sports, such a massive organisation with that Swazi flag. Some people don't even know about Swaziland, so to represent them on Sky is massive for me, and that's why it means so much to me, this fixture. And more than anything, just to put a smile on my mother's face. She loves it when I represent Swaziland, and that's what most of the boys are here for. You know, the families back home that they don't get a chance to see every day, and they can't just pop around and, you know, show them the kids and stuff like that, and they miss the family back home. And likewise for me, I used to go back every year until I signed my first professional deal, and then as soon as I signed my professional deal, the time to go over and see all my family, you need about 6-7 weeks, and we just didn't have that time to do it. So for me to now stand you know, at the Halliwell Jones, the packed house on Sky to represent Swaziland, it's such a massive honour to me, and I can't get across how much it means to me.
How much are you looking forward to playing tomorrow and sort of proving a point maybe to selections?
Yeah, I think it's more like what we've just spoke about representing Swaziland rather than proving a point. I was, you know, I do want to represent England as well, just as much as I want to represent the All-Stars. Like I said, I'm purely half and half. I hope there's still a chance for me to represent England at the end of the year, but I'm just going to be concentrating on tomorrow and going out there and playing the best, not to prove any points, the best of my ability to show what I can do on the big stage. It's an international fixture for me. I see it as an international game, and you know, that's what you need to do. You need to perform on the big stages. That's where it matters. And for the boys as well, you know, like I said, there's so much emotion going into this game and so much passion. There's obviously a rivalry there with England. They'll be waiting for us. They'll be ready for us this time. They might have underestimated us a little bit last time. That will not be happening again. So yeah, just to go out there and do right by my teammates. That's the biggest ambition of mine this week.
You mentioned last year. Is there anything you've taken from last year onto this year to try and get back-to-back victories?
It's very hard because you know, it's a year between fixtures. Every fixture will be different. Like I said, they'll be more prepared this time. Different names in the squad. They've all got points to prove. I think what we did take is you've just got to use that passion and use them nerves, use that love, thinking about your families, because when you get tired and it gets tough out there and you're speaking to one another and you're thinking, I'm blowing here, I'm tired, that's what you pull on, and ultimately that's what gets you through the game, and that's what got us through last year. There was so much passion, they were screaming on pitch, and that's what we'll be drawing on this Saturday to get the win.
And finally, how important is it that the fans come out tomorrow to support both sides?
Yeah, it's going to be a massive occasion. Just looking in the stand and singing the national anthems is, it's such a powerful. Not a lot of people get to stand up in front of Sky Sports cameras and in front of the crowd that's going to be roaring and get a chance to sing the national anthem, and just to do that and get a chance to do that on Saturday night is going to be a massive honour. But yeah, it's a massive fixture, and it's going to be a tasty game.